If you're a parent, are you going to buy the one that had the plain case and the plain green binoculars? Or are you going to buy the Dino one with the Dino case, right? Are you going to buy the one that has like a great packaging in the background? Or are you going to buy the one that was a pretty plain packaging? All of these things are going to increase click-through rate and conversion rate significantly. I've launched 10 products or more in the last 6 months, 9 months that have been designed with doing this process with AI, and 90% success rate. We're only in the stage of this designing side, and we're going to go test the concept. But the iterative process here that we're doing, where we're getting ideas, and we only did one of the 3 ideas it gave us. We can go back and ask for 3 more, and we can choose one of those and go down that rabbit hole. But I would say within an hour to 3 or 4 hours, you can have something that you love that is actually really, really, really good. Now, how feasible is it for you to manufacture it, to get it customized, to do it? This is what we need to work with. Now, if you have a mold from a factory, so another instance that I've used this is at the factory for a product, they had an existing mold already. And so I took that existing mold with no design and I fed it in and I said, we're gonna work with this mold, but we want to design some elements and stickers or like some customization to this, right? So that way I'm not having to do a whole new mold and spend anywhere from a couple $1,000 to $20,000 depending on how complex the mold is. So you can do that too. You can work backwards from that mold. How good is that? And I love including the keyword. A lot of times that's a prompt that I would use as well, which is include the main keyword on the box. No, it's covering it. And I made the binoculars as large as possible. This dinosaur is like 2-headed. It has a dinosaur coming out of its butt. That needs some changing. So we would need to rework it. So what do we do in that case, right? So we just say, the dinosaur looks funny. Let me come back over here. I'm going to recopy this. I like that you included the main keyword and gift elements. Now, mock-up number 2.
Hey, if you're enjoying this content, you're going to love the masterclasses that we host on a regular basis. We've got over 1,000 members in our private community, and over 400 of them are already doing over $1 million. We regularly host masterclasses with hundreds of students, and you can find out more below. Join us.
So here's what I add. This is really important, guys. By the 3rd or 4th prompt, it's forgetting stuff. So rewrite the requirements. Once done, mock up another design option. So now it's going to rewrite the requirements for the second one. It's giving you product design elements. So basically it's giving you a product design brief, right? This is so important because we need to constantly understand. And before we would mock it up, you can even ask it to write it, then correct it. Then once it's correct, you can say mock it up. But once you have that product brief, you can keep referencing it and keep improving it. And this is how you use AI to be iterative. Because if you're just kind of gonna like talk to it, it's going to forget. Amnesia is very common with AI. They can't cache everything. It's one conversation, it's 4 questions ago, it's 10 answers ago, it's going to forget. But you can keep bringing it back to the front and it's going to bring it and make it better. Who's getting some awesome results? Who's following along with their product in the scorecard and getting some awesome results? Who's got one? Still creating your first image, Jason? Still creating yours, Mike? Still creating, Sean? All right. Look what it did. It went back to magical adventure. See? So I asked, rewrite the requirements, do the dinosaur theme, and then mock it up. Dino Adventure Binoculars. So now it's going back to the one that I wanted. Magical Adventure Binoculars. This one's cute. So the magic here is that we've trained it, we've given it the right data set, we're getting ideas, we're communicating with it, we are understanding how to get iterations from it, we are making sure that the requirements that we're requiring are there, and then we're going to keep iterating. Right? That's the magic of using AI to get the image that we want to go test. Now, one of the things that a couple of the competitors have were the educational elements and the case, right? We don't have either of those, it looks like. I'm going to actually change this and I'm going to say, let's add these other elements to it. Yeah, this is fantastic. This one's great. They look a little funny there. Yeah, this is fantastic too. All right. Some of the competitors have the carrying case and educational elements. Let's include those, rewrite the requirements, and then mock it up. So now, dinosaur illustrations, T-Rex, Triceratops, jungle green, rubberized texture, this is the product. Included accessories, so this is what it's doing now. It just added this entire element into the requirements. So it's adding a carrying case, a dino themed soft or hard shell. Look how it really just takes it to another level. It's not just a regular plain case like the other ones had. That's another whole element that's going to increase conversion rates. If you're a parent, are you going to buy the one that had the plain case and the plain green binoculars? Or are you going to buy the dino one with the dino case, right? Are you going to buy the one that has like a great packaging in the background? Or are you going to buy the one that was a pretty plain packaging? All of these things are going to increase click-through rate and conversion rate significantly. This is how we can be disruptive. This is how we can take a bestseller, and dethrone them, or like become the third, fourth, fifth bestseller of a niche.